Moving to Blackwood Creek wasn't a choice, it was an inheritance. My grandfather left me the house under one condition. I had to be inside by 10 p.m. every Tuesday. I thought it was just the rambling of an old man with a porch swing obsession, until my first Tuesday arrived. The lights in the background flicker and die. Sound, the sudden heavy silence of a forest. In Blackwood, Tuesday isn't a day, it's a ritual. At 9:55, the local diner locks its doors. At 9:57, the street lights don't just turn off, they hum and shatter. And by 10 o'clock, the town is silent. Not the quiet of a sleeping suburb. The silence of a room holding its breath. I sat in the dark, my back against the sofa. The curiosity was a physical itch. I could hear it outside. Not a monster. Not a wolf. It sounded like singing. 1,000 voices, barely a whisper, coming from the sky. The silver light pouring through the gap in the curtains was too bright. It wasn't white. It was wrong. It was a shade of violet that felt like it was burning my retinas through my closed eyelids. And then I heard my mother's voice. From the front yard. My mother died 6 years ago. But out there, under that violet moon, she was calling my name. She wasn't crying. She was inviting me. "It's so beautiful, Elias," she whispered. "Just one look. You've never seen the sky like this." I reached for the curtain. My fingers brushed the cold fabric. I wanted to see. I needed to see. But then I remembered the last line in the manual, the one I'd ignored. "The moon isn't a rock tonight, Elias. It's an eye. And it's looking for someone to look back." I didn't look. I stayed in the dark until the sun came up. But when I went outside Wednesday morning, every single bird in the woods was dead. And their eyes, they were gone. Just empty silver sockets. If you're ever in Blackwood Creek on a Tuesday, keep your eyes on the floor. A job that seems too good to be true usually is. I took a night shift security job at the Henderson Plaza because it paid $30 an hour just to sit in a lobby. The manager gave me one specific instruction during the walkthrough. "The service elevator on the left stays on the basement level after midnight," he said. "If you see it on the 4th floor, don't go inside." "Just walk away," I laughed, thinking it was some kind of hazing ritual for the new guy. I wish I'd taken him seriously. It was 3:14 a.m. when I saw the light on the console. Floor 4. I checked the monitors. The hallway on the 4th floor was pitch black, but the elevator doors were wide open, glowing like a mouth in the dark. Curiosity is a dangerous thing. I went up the stairs to check it out. When I reached the landing, I didn't see a person. I saw a pair of shoes. Just a pair of old, mud-caked work boots sitting right in the center of the elevator car. I stepped closer to move them, thinking someone was playing a prank. But as I reached the threshold, the air changed. It didn't smell like an office anymore. It smelled like damp earth and rotting cedar. I looked up at the ceiling of the elevator, and that's when I saw the fingers. Long, gray, spindly fingers gripping the top edge of the door frame from the outside. Something was hanging off the top of the elevator car, waiting for me to step in. I sprinted back to the stairs, not looking back. I quit the next morning. But as I was handing in my badge, I saw the manager looking at the security footage from the night before. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking at the footage from inside the elevator. In the reflection of the stainless steel walls, you could clearly see me standing in the hallway. But behind me, there wasn't a wall. It was a forest. A dark, twisted grove of trees where the hallway should have been. Sometimes the signals we pick up aren't meant for us. I was driving through the Appalachian foothills at 2 a.m., trying to stay awake. My GPS had cut out miles ago, and the radio was nothing but static. I started scanning the dials, hoping for a local station, when I hit 88.3. It wasn't music. It was a man's voice, monotone and flat, reading out a list of names. My heart stopped when he got to the 4th one. It was my mother's maiden name. I tried to change the station, but the dial wouldn't move. It was stuck, The voice continued, reading dates now. October 14th, June 2nd, January 21st. The voice stopped, and for 30 seconds there was nothing but the sound of someone eating. A wet, crunching sound that made my skin crawl. Then the voice came back, but this time it was closer, like he was sitting in the back seat. "You missed your turn, Elias," it whispered. I hit the brakes, looking at the road. There were no turns, just trees. Then I saw them. Standing on the shoulder of the road every 50 feet were people. They weren't moving. They were all wearing the same yellow raincoats, facing the woods, their backs to the road. As my headlights passed them, I realized they weren't standing. They were tucked into the soil, buried up to their waists. I floored it, praying the engine wouldn't stall. The radio erupted into a chorus of screaming, not human screaming, but the sound of 1,000 birds being crushed at once. Just as I cleared the county line, the radio went silent. One last click, and the man's voice returned, calm as ever. "Don't worry, Elias. We know your frequency now. We'll be broadcasting from your house tonight. I haven't turned on a radio since, and sometimes when it's very quiet, I can hear the static coming from my own throat."